Riding through streets. No one talks about the city had a different pulse at dawn. While most streets buzzed later in the day, I found myself weaving through narrow alleys and back streets no one seemed to notice. My bike hummed beneath me, its engine a steady companion in the quiet chaos of forgotten roads. The air smelled faintly of street food, damp asphalt, and distant exhausts, a perfume of a city that wakes slowly but never truly sleeps. There's something about early mornings like this, when the world feels untouched, that makes you feel like you're discovering something that belongs only to you. As I turned a sharp corner, a stray dog darted across the street, making me swerve just enough to feel the thrill in my chest. The roads were uneven, littered with potholes, puddles, and the occasional debris. But this wasn't danger. It was a challenge. Every bump, every twist demanded focus. In those moments, I felt alive in a way highways never gave me. It's strange, but the emptiness of these streets amplifies every sense. You notice the smell of wet asphalt, the distant echo of voices, even the subtle vibration of your bike beneath your hands. I passed an old cafe tucked between two crumbling buildings. The owner, an elderly man with a crooked smile, waved from his doorway. I waved back, and for a split second, I felt connected to the city in a way I couldn't quite explain. He had probably seen hundreds of riders like me, chasing empty streets for the joy of riding, yet something about today seemed to make him wave longer. Maybe it's the thrill of mornings when the city is only half awake, or maybe it's the unexpected joy of seeing someone explore streets others ignore. The streets seemed endless, each turn revealing something unexpected. A mural painted across a brick wall, children playing soccer in a small courtyard, a lone musician tuning a guitar by the steps of a closed shop. No guidebook ever mentioned these corners, and yet they had stories of their own. I slowed down for a moment, letting my gaze wander. I thought about how often life mirrors these hidden streets. We rush past, too busy to notice beauty tucked in the shadows. Moments like these remind me why I ride, not for speed, but for discovery. Suddenly, I heard the roar of another bike behind me, a rider, fully geared, matching my pace. We exchanged brief nods and subtle gestures, and for a few exhilarating minutes, it became a silent dance through streets no one talks about. Riding side by side without words, there's a unique understanding between riders. You communicate through speed, rhythm, and the turns you take. But then, a sharp bend led me into a narrow path I didn't recognize. The other rider vanished like a shadow in the morning mist. My heart raced. Not from speed alone, but from the thrill of exploring spaces that exist off the usual maps. At the end of the path, the streets opened into an abandoned courtyard bathed in golden morning light. I parked my bike and stepped off, stretching my legs, feeling the quiet press in around me. The silence felt almost sacred. I took a deep breath, letting the warmth of the sun fill me. Reflections ran through my mind. Sometimes the best roads are the ones everyone ignores. The stories are hidden where few venture. And the real thrill isn't just in speed, it's in the discovery, the unexpected, and the unplanned. I crouched to examine a cracked wall and noticed something glinting in the corner. A faded, mysterious emblem painted like a secret message. I stepped closer, curiosity prickling my skin. Who put it there? What did it mean? My mind raced with possibilities. And then I realized, this ride wasn't over. This was the beginning of something bigger, something hidden beneath the surface of the city I thought I knew. My next journey would uncover secrets no map could show, and I couldn't wait to find out what lay ahead. Mounting my bike once more, I revved the engine and felt a familiar rush. The city might have ignored these streets for decades, but for me they were alive. Every corner, every shadow, every glint of sunlight told a story. And this was just the start.